The 60s. A decade filled with rebellious teens and their shenanigans, lunar explorations, and war, and many, many more things. Now, in this proud decade of our history, we made many groundbreaking feats that propelled us into the world that we lived in today. But alas, many, many tragedies came along as well. Now, let's first take a gander at the first ever televised presidential debate between Mr. Kennedy and Mr. Nixon.
This show is a drag.
No, not really catching the Z's.
Come on, don't be such a candy ass.
I dropped my weed.
Let's get blitzed. We're already blitzed. Oh, yeah.
Let's change it to the sports channel. Maybe there's something better on.
What a beautiful day for some football.
Before the half, the Packers' power on the ground shows itself. Star running back Jim Taylor, behind good blocking, sweeps his left end to score. At the half, Kansas City 10 after Mike Mercer kicked the field goal for the Chiefs. This first meeting between the champs of the NFL and the AFL produces plenty of thrills.
The TV today. We should go stick it to the man and tell him about how uncool these shows that the government's making us watch. You dig it?
Yeah, I dig it.
How about not? I'm groovy right here. Let's watch some more.
This is just in, folks. The 9th Marine Expeditionary Brigade has just landed in Da Nang to protect the American airfield. This is a tremendous event. This is the first land attack by Marines. They are now making their way to Da Nang, as you can see indicated behind me. We have soldiers on the beach to help them, and they are slowly making their way with their battleship.
You see any gooks? I see 3 gook horses and a cat. I wonder if they have any punji traps up there. I don't know. Private, go check it out. Guys, private butcher. Ooh. Cannon fodder. Go ahead. Good private, obviously dispensable.
So how is the mission looking, Private Farrar?
Well, ma'am, it's going pretty good so far. No gooks of any sort. In the force.
Gooks in the brush!
Yeah, action!
You hear that? It sounds like the mission has just gotten a little more
Bang!
intense.
Bang! 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 Bang!
We are now being hailed by unknown gunfire. There were no casualties, but a few wounds. But it seems the Americans have won Da Nang. They are now running down to rejoice in their victory.
He's wounded! The enemy flag, it's post-battle. You're not like, yay, we won! She died!
TurboTax, the most trusted brand of tax software.
That's some pretty hard stuff going on out there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jr. earned his second Oscar nomination for the role of Kirk Lazarus. The original script had him playing an Irish actor, but Downey had already nailed an Australian accent.
Watch some more TV?
So they rewrote the part.
Yeah.
And Lazarus rewrote the
I'm bored. Me too.
Hey kids, are you guys tired of doing nothing?
Yeah!
Well, there's a great new product called Space Wars, the video game.
What's a video game?
It's only the grooviest thing out there. All the kids are doing it.
Really?
Totally. When you play Space Wars, the video games, you get to play as a real astronaut, fighting aliens and monsters in space. All you need is a computer, and you never have to leave your household.
We want to try it too.
Hey kids, what's all the commotion about?
Hey Mom, let's go get the Space Wars video game.
Hey, let's go!
Gee willikers, thanks Mom.
Space Wars, buy it today.
When the architects of our republic
wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. They were signing a promissory note to which every American was to fall heir. This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, would be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note insofar as her citizens of color are concerned. Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people a bad check, a check which has come back marked insufficient funds. But we refuse to believe that the Bank of Justice is bankrupt. We refuse to believe that there are insufficient funds in the great vaults of opportunity of this nation. So we've come to cash this check, a check that will give us upon demand the riches of freedom and the security of justice.
Loopers.
All the stuff he needed to build.
Groovy.
And he would make these little videos, and he would show me the video and say, like, that's a 50 gallon explosion, here's a 75 gallon explosion.
Black
Yeah, that's a 75
president.
gallon explosion.
Is doing your math with pencil and paper just not getting the job done? Well then, maybe you should try the new calculator.
Doesn't have TV coverage of the scene.
That's all right, I don't mind a bit.
They've got the flag up now, and you can see the stars and stripes on the lunar surface.
Are you getting a TV picture now, Houston?
Neil, yes, we are. TV picture. You're in her now.
I'd like to evaluate the various paces that a person can traveling on the lunar surface. You do have to be. All right, you do have to be able to keep track of where your center of mass is. Sometimes it takes about 2 or 3 paces to make sure that you've got your feet underneath you. And about 2 or 3 or maybe 4 easy paces can bring you to a fairly smooth stop. Like a football player, you just have to put out to the side and cut a little bit.
Kyle, stretch now. Act like you have a headache. Chelsea, console him. And then now be
Bang! Oh my god!
been shot. We will continue updating about the president or whoever else got injured. This is Linda Levitt reporting live from Dallas, Texas, where our 35th president has just been shot. Good.